I spoke with both Bittaker and Norris. I was getting a lot farther with Bittaker. When I interviewed Norris, he would change up his story and lie and say that, he was on drugs and he was passed out during the murders, or just, change up his story.
That was Laura Brand. She spoke with serial killers Lawrence Bittaker and Roy Norris while they were in prison. The pair kidnapped, raped, and murdered 5 teenagers in 1979. Infamously, they recorded the brutal assaults and murders in photographs and audio tapes. Bittaker was able to destroy or hide some of the evidence before his capture, but a tape of Shirley Lynette Ledford's murder was recovered.
It was taken on Halloween night, and it is the rape and horrific torture and killing of Lynette. Ironically, it was not found at Norris's. It was the one piece they were able to recover off of Bittaker's. And the reason for that is Bittaker had actually had it in the cassette tape and he had forgot about it.
The pair became known as the Toolbox Killers because they used tools like ice picks and pliers to torture victims. The case and Brand's unique insights will be part of an upcoming special on Oxygen, with interviews and a deep dive into the evidence.
You're going to get to hear Bittaker himself. That's a 40 years you've never heard him speak, so you're going to get to hear that. But even above and beyond that, you get to hear Kitty, Jackie Gilliam's best friend, and her family and what they've gone through all these years. You're going to get to hear Andrea's sister and her family, and what it's like having a sister and a family member who's been killed by these guys. And Andrea's still missing, and they're still desperately trying to get her home. You're going to hear my tapes with him, desperately trying to figure out who these victims are, desperately trying to get Cindy and Andrea home for their families, and how close I am to Julie and Kitty and everybody on this case. You're going to get to hear from Kristen, and Kristen was escaped not once but twice by the Toolbox Killers in one day.
Brand is giving a preview of her work on the case at the true crime convention CrimeCon.
It's one of the most sadistic serial killing cases in the nation's history.
Head to oxygen.com to watch our full interview with Laura Brand and to learn more about the case.